The Prime Minister, is he serious when he says that he's actively thinking about a third term as Prime Minister?
Yes, but I think let's be clear about what he's saying. And I think, look, we often as politicians, particularly when you're in government, get criticised for making decisions looking at the next week, the next election, the next year, and not looking long term. What I think is really good with this Prime Minister, I see this every day, is his enthusiasm and drive to deliver for our country and actually looking in the longer term about the structural changes we want to see, improving our economy, growing more high productivity jobs. To be looking long term at that is a really good thing.
You've just suffered one of the worst by-election defeats in British political history in Tiverton. You've lost Wakefield as well. The party chairman, Oliver Dowden, has resigned. Was he to blame for it all?
Look, we all have responsibility for elections, both national elections, local elections and by-elections. I was in Wakefield myself on Thursday as well. We've all got responsibility for that, and that's about actually getting on with focusing on the job to deliver, so that by the time we get to the general election, indeed next year's local elections as well, that we're giving people a positive reason to vote for us. We know by-elections are not things you can extrapolate into a general election. We've seen consistently over the years where by-elections go one way, a general election goes another way. Our job is to motivate all those people who have voted Conservative before, who didn't turn out and vote at all on Thursday, that at the next election there is a good positive reason to vote for us.
And you watched what happened in those two by-elections. You watched particularly what happened in Tiverton and Honiton, one of the safest seats you've ever lost in a by-election, and you thought Boris Johnson is still the man to win the next election.
Well, look, there's no getting away from the fact that Thursday's results were not good results. They're bad results for us. We've got to be clear about that. We've also got to look at the facts on the ground. You know, we saw an increase in the Liberal Democrat vote of a couple of percent. What we saw was a lot of people stayed home and didn't vote. Same in Wakefield, as it happens. So for us, it's got to be around making sure that at the next general election, we're giving people a positive reason to vote for us. And when you talk about the Prime Minister, this, of course, is somebody, and I might have even said this to you before, Sophie, who, in the run-up to when he ran for London Mayor in 2012, was told he couldn't win. We certainly had that in 2019 and then got an overwhelming mandate. So, yes, I do think Boris Johnson is, as I've said before, the person who will lead us successfully through the next general election.
That's not what Michael Howard, your former party leader, says. He says that not only with the Conservative Party, but the country will be better off under a new leadership.
Well, look, I disagree, and with all great respect to Michael Howard, who sadly wasn't able to win an election when he led our party, I think we have got somebody who has a proven record of winning elections, both as London Mayor, but also as Prime Minister in 2019. We have come through a really difficult bit. Both these by-elections have come off the back of a really difficult bit, both why both of those elections were called in themselves, but also a backdrop where people are dealing with some really challenging circumstances. So there's no getting away from it. It was a difficult week for us last week, but that doesn't mean we shouldn't be getting on with and focusing on the positive things we are looking to do for the country. And that's where the Prime Minister's focus is. I have to say, working with him, whether it's for Northern Ireland or more generally across the UK as a member of the Cabinet, that's what I see his focus on every single day.